So after losing the first two games of their 4-game road trip, the Boston Celtics responded in a big way here in Dallas with a win against the Mavericks, 124-95 with your final score. Yeah, it was a blowout. And this is the kind of response that Joe Mazzulla says that he expected. I am Josue Pavon, CLNS Media. Mazzulla telling us after this one that he didn't wish for this type of performance. He expected this type of performance from the Celtics, and it came in a big way. Obviously doing it on the national stage, TNT broadcast against Luka Doncic, an MVP candidate, and the Celtics did a really good job of making him uncomfortable. Jaylen Brown telling his head coach, I'm guarding Luka. He didn't even ask. He said, I'm guarding Luka. And then he went out there and picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, but his teammates picked up the slack. And it was especially guys that led the second unit. Guys like Grant Williams and Malcolm Brogdon helped build a 20-point lead by halftime. And when it came to the second half, that lead ballooned to nearly 30. Jayson Tatum finishing with a triple-double, his second career triple-double. He had 29 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists. Jaylen Brown pouring in 19 points after getting out of foul trouble there. He also helped defend Luka Doncic as he just was completely rattled, if you ask me. The Celtics doing a really good job of switching up. They also did a good job of trapping him at particular spots where they needed to. And as Joe Mazzulla put it, they did a really good job of taking away the other guys, right? Taking away those passes, guarding the perimeter, and making sure that guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't get hot, or Bertans, and other shooters that he'll rely on when his shot isn't falling. And that certainly was the case in this one. Celtics giving him all the space in the world to take that 3-point shot, which didn't help him at all. Luka went 0 for 6 from deep and just really couldn't find his rhythm on offense. And you could say the same thing about the Dallas Mavericks as a whole. This report is brought to you by Rocket Money. Head over to rocketmoney.com/garden. They'll help you cancel out all those subscriptions, help you save some money, and also help you budget. That's the most important part, if you ask me. I love that part about rocketmoney.com. We could always use some more budgeting tools, and they do a really good job of doing that, helping you save money overall. That's rocketmoney.com/garden. Head over there and sign up if you haven't already. Grant Williams sent out a group text message to different guys of the team, telling them how he's going to step things up and being vocal with his teammates as he usually is. But you know who else was vocal with his teammates, or at least with one guy in particular, as Marcus Smart told us? That was Jaylen Brown. And if you ask Marcus 2 years ago, that wasn't the type of thing that Jaylen would have done. He liked to keep to himself and sort of lead by his own personal way, but that's evolved into being more vocal and having one-on-ones with Marcus, especially after that loss against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where the Celtics gave up 150 points without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the mix, and Marcus Smart was so frustrated he got himself ejected. Now, Marcus Smart says that one-on-one he had with Jaylen, he's impressed. Jaylen's evolved into a leader that he knows that he can be, while Malcolm Brogdon is impressed with what Grant Williams did. I mean, if you ask me, those two guys can lead this second unit. And if that's the plan, if that's Joe Mazzulla's plan for the near future, I don't hate it. I think it's a great balance, a healthy balance, if you ask me, of offensive play with Malcolm Brogdon and of defense with Rob Williams anchoring that defense in the middle. I thought Rob came up with some big stops in this one. Got the fast break going, and with him anchoring that second unit along with Malcolm Brogdon and Grant Williams and Sam Hauser trying to get out of that shooting funk because he was able to knock down a 3 in this one, I think that's a good thing if you're the Celtics, right? If you're a Celtics fan. For the near future, I like this setup, and I want to see how Joe Mazzulla will continue to reach his guys, which is what we were asking after those 2 losses. Joe Mazzulla saying that he did speak to the role players in this team and calling them out as a collective unit, as Marcus Smart put it, but it was the kind of message that second unit needed to hear, or at least the other guys needed to hear, that weren't named Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because they're not going to always have it every single first quarter, or the starting lineup may not get out to a hot start. And as Malcolm Brogdon put it, it is the second unit's responsibility to make sure that they hold down the fort and bring that same energy every single night, regardless of how the starters are doing. This report is also brought to you by our good friends over at Athletic Greens. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? It's athleticgreens.com/garden. You get a year supply of vitamin D, 5 free travel packs just for watching us, and you get to take care of your health. All right, we're talking about people that take multiple different supplements to help themselves, to help their overall health. Well, we're making it easier for you, right? It's athleticgreens.com/garden. It's a cup, a powder, you put it in your water, start your day, and then you're off. You're good. You don't have to worry about it after that. If you haven't already, again, what are you waiting for? Head over there, and just for watching us, man, that's the way that I get to make trips like this, right? Being out here in Dallas. That's athleticgreens.com/garden. Once again, that's athleticgreens.com/garden. And once again, I am Josue Pavon. The Boston Celtics beat up on the Mavericks here in Dallas. The final score is 124-95. Jayson Tatum with his second career triple-double. I wonder if he'll get another one by the end of the season. I think I'd take that bet. He probably does, but you know what? This one was impressive. Again, it wasn't just Tatum and Brown. It was the other guys. It was that kind of win that the Celtics need right now, and especially with the second unit playing the way they are right now. Combining for more than 40 points, it's a good thing, and that's my cue. That's my light. I am Josue Pavon, once again signing off from Dallas, CLNS Media. The Celtics beat the Mavericks 124-95, and I'll see you guys next time.